Okay, so the Super Bowl is 1 week away. And if you look back at most of the Super Bowl champions, they all had a lot of different parts coming together to make a well-oiled machine. You had the Green Bay Packers with Vince Lombardi, or the Steelers with their steel curtain defense, or the 49ers with their West Coast offense. It was beautiful to watch. They had to be great everywhere, not just on the field, but on the front office as well. They had to draft well, hire the right coaches, take the right free agent, keep the facilities updated, handle the media, develop the right system, and on and on and on. Each team had to spend an enormous amount of time, money, and energy to win. Seems kind of impossible to keep track of. Kind of reminds me of my own life. You know, I know my life isn't as complicated or even as interesting as an NFL franchise, but to me it can get pretty complex. You know, kind of hard to manage. For example, I've got my sleep, my work, my kids, my wife, chores, bills, exercise, extended family, vacation. Wow, that's a lot of things to keep track of. But you know, when you look at it, it all kind of fits into place, you know, clean and efficient. So let's talk about the two areas of my life that take the most time, sleep and work. The first is sleep. It takes up 29.16% of my time. That part of my life, I love. The other part is work. It takes up 30.95% of my time. Surprise, surprise, work wins. So let's talk about work. There's no way around it. We as people need to work if we want things like food, clothing, shelter, that kind of thing. So I try to make the best of it. I like my job. I don't love it, but I have a lot of responsibility. People trust me. I've made a lot of good friends. Sometimes people even come to me for personal advice. That's pretty cool. But I have this gnawing feeling inside, like I want to do something more important. You know, something that really affects people. Never in a million years did I think I'd be doing what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for my job, especially in these times, but you know, sometimes I just get a little bit bored. Like a chimpanzee could do my job.
I could do your job. Well, I could.
I'd like to be a little bit more challenged in my work. You know, do something that I'm actually passionate about. Maybe even help people. But when I look at this lovely chart, thank you very much, how do I fit it in? There's no space. It's just full of a bunch of have-tos. And to be honest, that can be pretty frustrating, especially when work takes about a third of my time. But until an early retirement package comes along,
Delivery.
looks like I'm stuck with the chart. I could cut back on my hours, but that would mean less pay, so strike that idea. Where's the time gonna come from? I mean, I'd like to stay married and remember my kids' names. Plus, I'm pretty good at what I do. Maybe I need a bigger pie.
Oh.